Welcome back to Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle readings. Today we are doing our forecast for the year for Taurus season. So if you were born between April 21st and May 20th, you are a Taurus. April 20th, May 20th, April 21st. Actually, it's April 21st through May 20th, sorry. And the colors are, your colors are pastels. Your earth is, your element is earth. You are ruled by the planet Venus. And I've read this during my weekly readings, but I'm going to just give you a brief. Strengths are calm, patient, determined, reliable, and weaknesses are inflexible, jealous, greedy, obsessive. So if you those could be your weaknesses. Yeah, so what I've done here is I've collected some cards here. So we have Taurus. April 20th, I'm sorry. April 20th through May 20th. I said 21st, but it's actually the 20th. And this right here is the glyph, the symbol for Taurus. And a key word for you would be, like, it's I value. It's what you value. Taurus is a sign of value. I do have a couple decks here, so let me just see. I don't have the Taurus. Okay, so I don't. Yeah, I do have another one. Here's the other Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. So you're very trusting, and you do have patience, but you can be stubborn as well. You are loyal, though. Taurus is a loyal companion generally, and very, very romantic, sensual, steady. You have a steady personality, although, like I said, you can be persistent and somewhat stubborn. You are loyal. And body parts that are associated with the Taurus are the neck, the throat, the thyroid gland, and the vocal cords. Which, you know, is very funny because I am like a Taurus rising, and I had to have my thyroid removed. So that is just kind of funny that is part of the Taurus. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean these things are going to happen to you. It's just that it's kind of funny how it worked out in my life. And the Taurus is the ruler of the second house, which is the house of personal possessions, money, wealth, what we value. It's like having a sense of value, our pride in what we have built, our safety and our security net, our security. It's also the house of self-worth, so it's how you see yourself. And here's another house too. Physical security, as I said, possessions, material values, what you hold valuable on a material level. So, based on a reading, it could be, I mean, this is positive. This is a positive thing. These are not based on a reading, but this is just a positive version of the second house. And the Taurus is a fixed sign. So it is, again, persistence, loyalty, dependability, but you get things done. You also have a little bit of an issue with change. You don't necessarily like change. That's part of that. And I put the sun here because we're talking about Taurus in the sun sign. That's what this is. If you were born under these dates, April 20th, through May 20th, then you are a sun sign Taurus. So this is what people see. This is how people see you when they see you. They see this in you. They see that you are loyal. You are an earth sign, which is, again, you have that dependability. You're patient, loyal, persistent, practical. Shadows can be that you can be critical and defensive, and I can verify that is true. Overly cautious. There is the need to feel safe and secure, and that I think brings on a lot of that. Now, my sun sign is not Taurus, by the way. This is my rising sign. So these are just some of the I think that it fits perfectly within that. Yeah, I mean, it of course, I suppose we all have a little bit of that in us as well. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, and money once again. What you hold sacred. It's a feminine energy. Persuasive yet seductive energy. Venus kind of shows us how to approach our relationships with, with others and money. And it gives, Venus is the goddess of giving and receiving love, finding value and seeing beauty. So this is really a beautiful planet to have ruling your sign if you are a sun sign Taurus. And actually, a lot of people think that the rising sign is more important than the sun sign. I think they're all important. I think they all make up who we are, and kind of make up who we are and where we are. So opposite in the zodiac is a Scorpio, if you're interested in that. And some symbols of the Taurus are sapphire, obviously, and tulips, violets, roses, and coins are also known as symbols of the Taurus. So keywords that for Taurus are like security, grounded, beauty, art, stubborn, and strength, I would say. So those are some signs that we can hold true to our Taurus friends and family, if you want to say it that way. And let's go ahead and do a reading for you. So I didn't open the box yet, so I'm just going to use the general Universal Weight Tarot deck here. I don't know, I hope to do this every year, so maybe as I move forward with these readings. Now you're the second one that I've done, and I started with Aries. I decided to start the zodiacal years. Astrological year, should we say, zodiacal year as it is. So let's see here. I am going to move these. We'll keep them up here, but let's just move them out of the way. We have sun sign Taurus, so I suppose we should keep that one so we can see that. And then I'll go ahead and start pulling some cards here. So let's start looking at what our year ahead looks like for our Taurus sun people. Okay, we have the Six of Coins. Six of Pentacles. Well, how appropriate is that with my Taurus people and their physical house of physical wealth here. physical possessions. I kind of feel like I should pull that out. We have the 6th card is healing your money health. You might be doing that over the year. 6 of Pentacles is the card of, it can be the card of giving or receiving or paying off debt. Maybe you're going to pay off debt this year. Let's see what else we've got. Seven of Pentacles. So 7 is reflecting, controlling your money spending, and this might be a year of physical controlling of your pocketbook, possibly. I mean, I'm looking here, you know, like I think you have a year of working hard and setting goals to reach what you want in life. And there's reflection going on this year because I think that maybe you've had some tough years in the past recently, and you're trying to get everything in control. It's a year of, you know, it's a year of reflection and paying attention to what you're spending. Let's see here what we've got for another card. It looks like a lot of earth energy, a lot of physical environment. Okay, and we have the 9 of Swords, and that came in reverse. So the 9 numerologically is the number of attainment, fulfillment, and again, fruition, you know, building your resources. And the Swords is the suit of air, reason. So you're really putting a lot of thought into how to move forward to get to where you want to be. There might have been a lot of anxiety in the past that, since this is in reverse, it's like you're trying to avoid that situation where you're feeling depressed, and you just don't want to have that energy. You don't want to get to that point. There's a lot of fear in you about getting to that point of being out of control. I don't know if you heard it, but there was somebody's car alarm going off. It's like every day. And there's some distrust going on with this 9 of Swords in reverse. You have to be a little bit careful for this one, because it's like you might be making thinking of things that really aren't the way they are truly. So there might be a little bit of reason that you need to take note of. You're kind of suspicious about things, which might be a good thing as well. I mean, especially if it has to do with money. Let's see if we can get a clarifier on that. Yes, I think that's exactly what it's saying. So you might be suspicious of a situation here with this. Again, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So it's like it has to do with somebody here, you know, like a group of like teammates, or somebody that you trust, working together with somebody that you trust to get your possibly financial information from, or suggestions. And you have a little bit of, like I said, you might be being a little bit overly cautious, although I don't know, can you really be overly cautious when it comes to your finances? I don't know. Well, I suppose you can be, actually. I'm drinking coffee here. But let's see if we can get a qualifier on these two here. Again. So let's get a qualifier on this Nine of Swords in reverse and Three of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. So the 8 is the number of accomplishment and taking action, and the Cups is cup of emotion. Cups are the suit of emotions, and this Eight of Cups. Yeah, you are afraid. Either something has happened to you where somebody has let you down and you have that reason to be suspicious, and maybe it was within a small group that you trusted. So what do we need to do to move on from this situation if this is the case? Seven of Swords, which is the suit of reason again. So Seven of Swords is you taking, you're running away. You could be running away from a situation, or maybe rightfully so you should be, if taking what you have left and moving forward. So just reevaluating here, we have a lot of Earth Pentacles energy really pertaining to the second house. A lot of your resources. I really feel like somebody may have betrayed you in the past, and maybe you went through a divorce, or somebody, not even necessarily that, maybe you just feel like you were ripped off, and you have to make the decision to not be afraid to work with people again. But if it has to do with somebody cheating you, let's see if we can get some more clarifiers here. What else do we need to know about this reading? Okay, I didn't get that very good. Card's kind of stuck, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what we got here. So for our Tauruses for this year, this coming year, the Hermit. So during this year, there might be a time for you that you need to take some time to do some soul searching and reflection on the past hurt that has taken place, the betrayal that you feel, and is it still something that you should be carrying with you? Is it something that you need to maybe move forward and move on? Either way, it's telling you to do a good reflection on the situation that happened that made you overly cautious and fearful of this situation, of your physical security, your possessions, your material worth, your self-worth. Something has affected you in the past, and This year, as I said, is going to be a year of reflection on how to get through this situation that made you feel, I'm going to put them like this. Well, mainly like this, but I feel like it was somebody who made you feel like you need to watch out for yourself. And yeah, so I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit so we can move some of these cards over so we can see them better. But yeah, definitely I feel like you are suspicious, and possibly rightfully so, but you need to hermit during the year to get yourself through, to be able to move forward and possibly trust again. But I definitely feel like it has to do with the energy of your sign a lot, like your resources, and like I said, your physical security. And you are a patient person, and this is what's hard for you to handle when something like this happens. And you are stubborn, as I said before as well. So let's see here what we've got. Anything else here? We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, the nine is the card of fulfillment again, and the Nine of Cups is the card of wishes come true. And in reverse, again, it's something that you are trying to achieve, and you're almost a little bit fearful and a little bit too possibly too skeptical, too untrusting. Also, it could mean that you are trying to, you've set a goal that might be really hard to achieve without doing some real reflection on it. And we can get anything we want if we try hard enough. But in this case, I'm moving the card here. I'm moving the Hermit card next to this Nine of Cups in reverse. And funny, we have the 8 and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there's a reality shift that needs to take place. Like you need to take some time to reflect on what your goals are exactly, because it's like you're rushing forward like that bull attitude. You're rushing forward like a bull, and you're going to be moving into a situation that's unattainable if you don't take some time to reflect on exactly what your goals are. And that seems to be, like I said, what your whole theme of the year is going to be: attaining goals that you want. But because of this disappointment, you are feeling a little bit untrusting, and you are moving a little bit fast. You are making some decision. You could possibly, this is your year in reflection here that's coming up, but you could possibly be being a little impatient and wanting to get things done faster than they should be. So that might be some energy that you want to keep an eye on for the upcoming year. Let's see. Let me ask a direct question. What should we ask? Let's see. How can I best attain the financial, physical security in this upcoming year? What is my best way of achieving that? Six of Wands. So again, we have another six is harmony, healing. You have to heal yourself first. Heal yourself of these negative interactions that happened that made you feel insecure, and you have to be creative about it. I mean, you have to take control. You have to be the boss, basically, and victory will happen. I really feel like you'll get what you want by the end of the year as long as you take control, instead of, maybe you've let other people tell you what to do, and maybe you need to take a little bit more control. I'm not saying, like, financially don't listen to people, because I think, we should do that as well. Whether that's professionally or personally. And you need to, that's what the Hermit card is there for. You take that information, and reflect on it, and you make the decision. You are the one in charge of your ultimate security and safety and possessions. Let's see if we can get some more information about your money in general. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the suit of emotions, and it's about love, I would say, as well. There could be, and with the Pentacles, earthly possessions, your physical security, material value, and self-worth also includes love. So I think that you could be working toward the goal of financially securing your environment and your family's environment. Your earthly needs and your earthly dreams. So again, we have the earth sign, persistence, patience, and practicality, but yet you're a fixed sign, which is stability, loyalty, and dependability. So you are what's the word? You are obviously trying to move forward with that loyalty that you carry within your sign. I mean, you want to be that loyal, persistent, practical person. But you also have to, you have to be the one to make the ultimate decisions on how you move forward with that. And we have the Devil card here. So during the year, there could be you could also maybe need, with the Hermit card, to realize whether some of your goals that you're reaching for are too materialistic, ego-based. That could be something you need to look look into during the year. And justice. There has to be a balance. A stable balance in what you are pursuing. So the Devil card and the Justice card together are saying that you need to make sure you're balancing out your goals and your needs and your wants, and not getting a little bit too obsessive or greedy during the year as well. So the Justice card is the card to remind you of cause and effect, basically. What you give, you get back. Just a reminder that there's more than the second house in your life as well. The Strength card, and that one is again, taking control and being confident enough to take that control. Again, that is the with this right here as well. I'm really resonating with that. And cultivate. Taurus bull energy, cultivate. That's what your one of your key words is. And that being the second sign in the zodiac as well is the 2 is the number of balance, justice. Let's do one more card here for a final message for the year. What's the final message for the year? What's the final message for the year? Queen of Wands. Okay, so again, creativity is part of the final message of the year. Self-confidence, being and mastery. So self-confidence and mastery. As I said here with the Hermit card, you need to reflect on what exactly you want done, but you also need to be the master of your own destiny. You do need, you know, to have there's also the value of the relationship, working together with people, but this for you, cultivating your physical and your possessions, this is you. This has to be done by you. You can take advice, like I said, but in order to achieve that mastery of the Queen of Wands, you need to be creative and you need to take control of your own situation to get to the fulfillment of your second house dreams and goals. So it looks like a big mess here, but for the year, I really feel like there's a lot of like I said, it could have to do with love, but I really feel like it has to do with, I feel like it has to do with your earthly environment, your home, your hearth, your wealth, your self-worth. And it's a year of reflection and taking note of be cautious of being ego driven on your wealth and your goals. I'm moving that down a little bit, but I really feel like the main message is that as long as you take control of your situation, get balance, and keep note of ego-driven goals, we certainly can have those as well. I mean, why not? If you want to buy something and it's ego-driven, you're allowed to do that, but it's also showing you that you have to keep your eye on that as well. But ultimately, I really feel like you're going to get to your goal by the end of the year, as long as you work hard at it. And my second house, Taurus driven people, I think that this year is completely based on the second house. So I think you should work with your second house a lot this year, through journaling and through just taking note of the second house, and maybe Googling and looking up the second house and bringing it to the forefront and working with that energy to take control of your physical environment, your resources, and your future, and your now prosperity, and your comfort for yourself now and for the future. Make sure to keep an eye on that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is for the year, just kind of a yearly forecast for my Taurus people. And if you were born in the sign of the Taurus, happy birthday. And this is the sun sign Taurus. Sun sign Taurus. Sun sign. Look how beautiful the sun is. Okay, happy birthday, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. We will see you back again for our weekly readings, hopefully. And you can find those on my page here at Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle. Please like and share this post if you like it.